Hey guys, it's Andy, also known as DDR 457, here to talk about my DDR Friends story. Let's see. The first time I ever got involved with DDR was, I think it was early high school, late middle school. I was in Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, which isn't far from my house, and they had a DDR first mix machine. I remember getting on it, playing Have You Never Been Mellow on light, and getting a C, and playing Boom Boom Dollar on light and failing. And ever since then I was hooked. I can remember playing it for a while, just like in the summer before I got into high school. Yeah, that's right. The summer before I got into high school. And then it kind of fizzled out. And then later I started just playing it with my friends whenever we were at the mall. Like, I was with my friends at the mall, and I showed it to them, and I was like, hey, come check this out. And then I played it, and then they all became hooked. And it really started in my area. A whole bunch of my friends started liking it. And then I kind of went on and off until I started getting later in high school, when I started playing it a lot more, and I had friends that became a lot into it as I was. So then I started getting better and going to the arcade at my mall, playing DDR Extreme. And I became involved with the community there. I started meeting them, hanging out with them a little more. Hadn't really spread out yet. Then when I got to college, I go to Radford University in Virginia, southwestern Virginia. And I remember when I visited colleges, we visited Virginia Tech, which is 15 minutes down the road from Radford. And they have, at the time they had a DDR Extreme machine, now it's a Supernova. But I remember going over there and meeting people over there. And over there were the old school people, Zeus and Flash and all of them. They were there. And I remember going to a tournament. That was my first tournament I ever went to, so I was really scared. Of course I didn't do well, but I started meeting them, and I was like, huh, there's quite a few people that play this, and I was blown away by fire back then. So I started getting online and checking out the forums then. That's when I became a little more involved with the community, and I really still hadn't even talked to people much on the forums, I just was a little more involved. Then summer came again, and I was home, and then I was hanging out with my friends that played, and we went to the mall again. And I remember walking into the mall and seeing this guy playing, and I was like, who the heck is this? He's killing it. Come to find out it's Nick X from Hawaii. He had moved to Virginia with his family. So then that day I met him, and we hung out at the mall, and from then we've been really good friends ever since. He was my first really good friend that I made out of the game. So we started hanging out and playing a lot. And then that's when I started becoming a lot more involved in the internet community, and started playing a lot more as well. I wouldn't say I got fully involved in playing until Supernova came out. When Supernova came out, I kept going in between the game, and like getting really good at one point and then stopping. And then Supernova came out, and all of my friends in the area, by then I was really tight with all of them. And then I went to play Supernova, and then I went to our arcade all the time and hung out with everyone that was there. And then, of course, I had been talking to people online by that point. And then the winter after Supernova came out, Supernova came out in last summer. So in December, me and Nick and Isaac drove down from New Jersey and met Andy Biz, and we all went to North Carolina for Rocky Mount. Rocky Mount 7 was the first one I went to, and that's when I met a ton of people. And that's when I started really getting involved with the community, was later. I regret it now, but still. So then I met all of them, became involved with all of them, started talking to all of them a lot more. And then this past summer I went to Rocky Mount 8, which was incredible, and I met tons more people, and I've been good friends with a lot of them ever since. I talk to a lot of them every day, and like really treasure their friendships. They're really good friends, and they're all sweet as hell. But then I continued to go down to Rocky Mount to hang out with a few of the people every weekend. I want to thank Adrian for housing me every weekend I went down there. Then whenever I just took trips with my family anywhere, I always was like, hey, who lives up here? Whenever I was in Pennsylvania, I have a bunch of friends in Pennsylvania. I call up Bennett, because I met him at Rocky Mount. Like, Bennett, hey, what's up? Stayed at his house one night, and I just hung out with all of them. And right now, I'm about to go to Pennsylvania in a week and hang out with a bunch of people, but I haven't met them, but they made videos about me and Nick on YouTube, and then they're really cool, and I've been talking to them ever since. I'm gonna go hang out with them. I'm going to South Carolina in the winter, another tournament, and I'm already gonna know half the people there, but I'm gonna meet tons more. So, like, right now I'm at the part where I love meeting all of these new people and treasuring their friendships. So DDR's definitely done that for me. It's really made me grow up as a person and meeting all these people. So, like J-Boy said, 'cause that's the video I just watched and inspired me to make this. You guys really, you should post your stories. It's a really cool thing that Jonathan's got going on. So, hope to hear from you guys. Bye.